cheese! How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is holding up well. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Nondie Gods, aka The Gods. If you stumbled across my channel for the first time, here we are fat and fabulous. Here we are in a budget, but still fabulous. And I dabble into some lifestyle content via the occasional vlog. So if that's something that's up your alley, please feel free to click the subscribe button and also notification bell so don't miss any of my uploads going forward. Anyway guys, with quarantine, I think it's the best time to get to know each other. So today I've just decided to shoot a video and have a little chat with you guys pertaining my tattoos. Sort of give you a little tour. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. Okay guys, the best way that I structured this chat or tour is basically to tell you the tattoo, which year I got it, how much it cost, and then the pain level. So the first tattoo that I got is one on my calf, on my left calf. I got this tattoo 2008 and it is an Ankh. Now the meaning of an Ankh to me, because it is on my body, and the way I interpret it is it is an Egyptian cross, also known as the key of life. It makes so much more sense to me when I see it as a key of life, and it's just a good luck charm. The reason why I got it was 2008. I was very deep into neo soul. It was my second year of varsity. In Joburg, I went to UJ, APK. So I was very into Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. So Erykah Badu, this is her symbol, and it basically inspired me to get it. And when I was doing my research, I really was drawn to it. So it's basically my good luck charm that I have on my calf. And I got it at a place in Joburg, in Brixton, because I used to live in Hursthill. So there was a little shopping center mall there, so I got it there, and it cost 300 rand then. That was 2008. So and in terms of pain, it was my first tattoo, and the thing is with it's not a stabbing pain, but it's just uncomfortable. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's so sore for that one. And as soon as they lift the needle, the pain is finished. And yeah, that was my first tattoo. Tattoo number 2 is this one. This is basically love yourself first. I think this is back to front. So it's love yourself first in Arabic. And I got this tattoo for my birthday in 2015. I was in Joburg for my birthday, and I got in a place called the Tattoo Crew in Melville. And the reason why I got this tattoo, okay, let me just get the cost out of it. It was 700 rand. Like I said, it means love yourself first in Arabic. And the reason I got that is because 2015 I was coming of age to a certain extent. Well, not really coming of age, but I was coming into myself. And I come from a very large family, and the one thing my mom detested was selfishness. If you have something, you have to share with everyone. So it's always been ingrained with me that if you would ever put yourself first, you are doing the biggest crime ever. So I then decided to myself that yes, selfishness aside, it is okay to love yourself first or put yourself first. That is not selfish, that is necessary. Because people will take and take till they cannot take no more, and you are left with nothing. So when you come to a certain age or a certain place in your life, you decide for yourself that this does not work for Nondie anymore, and therefore I will not be partaking in that. So it's not about selfishness, guys. It's about saying this is who I am, and this is what works for me. It's about setting up boundaries, and I am the most important person in my life. I found a perfect balance with loving myself first without being selfish. If something serves me and it does not hamper me in a way, I will do it, But if I feel that I'm satisfying the next person more than I'm satisfying myself, then it's a no-go for me. So this basically is an affirmation for me every day that I am the most important person that I am the most important person to myself, and I need to act like that and present myself like that. Because the minute I let people think they're more important to me in my own life, then it becomes a problem. People take you for granted, and so on and so forth. Then in terms of the pain as well, it was not bad at all. This is flesh more especially, like there's a whole lot of flesh, so it wasn't sore at all as far as I can remember. Then I got this small tattoo which looks very faded. I got this in Queenstown in 2016. Yes, I was still an intern. There was a guy, a traveling tattoo artist from Joburg, and was doing house calls, so I got this. It is written patience in English, but it's just cursive. But obviously, I've popped a picture up, and you guys have seen it. And anyone who knows the gods knows Pumelela Kutuka. I'm very impatient, guys. I'm very, very, very impatient, you know. So the reason I got it at that particular time was the fact that I felt that things were not going the way that I anticipated them to go, and was growing very frustrated. Yeah, well, so I had to take it back down a notch and chill. I am not in charge. God is in charge of my life. So I need to let go and let God and practice patience. So this is a constant reminder every single day, even if you're late, guys. Now I feel like I feel like crying, honestly. If we have an appointment and you're running late and there's no communication and so on and so forth, of course I'm reasonable. If there's no communication, you just decide, oh, well, I woke up late, then you and I will not be friends for a very long time. We will not be affiliated for a very long time, because I feel taking people's time for granted is the rudest thing ever. And yeah, so basically this is a reminder to me that I need to be patient. Things are not in my hands. I must do as much as I can, but as news and do, I need to be patient about them. They won't happen overnight. Good things take time. So this was 300 rand, I think. Yeah, it was 300 rand. And in terms of pain, it was painful, but because it's small and it was fast, it was just like a sting, like a bee sting. Then guys, the final tattoo that I got, that I have thus far, is my rose tattoo on my thigh piece. I think I've shared the sentiment behind it before on the vlog. I have it's three roses, but one of them is a bud, so it's two roses and a rosebud. So the one big rose is my mother, and then the other one is me, and then the small one is the third generation that I might or might not have, my children. And basically, and then it's got my mom's birthday in Roman numerals going down to the side. Basically, I came across a poem by Tupac Shakur. Shakur? Tupac though, guys, a Tupac, you know. I came across his poem, A Concrete, who knew a rose could grow from the concrete, a rose that grew from the concrete. And it's basically about resilience, guys. That's all my mom was, and I think I'm the Mfuzile in that regard, yeah. So it's a matter of no one knew a rose could grow from from concrete, but because of its resilience, it was able to blossom. So that is the premise of that tattoo. I got this in May 2019. I lost my mom in January, so I got it a couple of months later. In terms of costs, it was 2.5, the most expensive piece that I have, and I did it in two phases. So phase one was just the outline. I vlogged that for you guys, and then I went to go get it shaded in. And then in terms of pain, guys, I've always, because like, let me put it this way. 4 is my favorite number. 4 is my angel number. I feel I'm the fourth child, and I'm born on the fourth, you know. So I always thought I'd stop at 4. This further reiterated, the pain level of this further reiterated that I'm definitely going to stop at 4. Let me not say definitely, but I want to stop at 4. Guys, I was asking myself, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell. But because my tattoos have emotion attached to them, I just felt my mom went through it when, I know this is very morbid, but during her last days. So I was basically trying to put myself in her shoes. So it was very sore, guys. And this was called, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was painful as F, you know. But it was all worth it in the end. It's my favorite piece. And then this one, and then the one on my leg, and then this is my least favorite because it's fading. And then the tattoo artist said that it's because of the placement, but I don't know if I'm gonna cover it up. But I don't have a problem with it, but it's just that it's faded. So that is it for my tattoos. Then, guys, in terms of aftercare, I need to preface this. I'm not a tattoo artist. This is just my experience and advice that I've gotten from tattoo artists. First and foremost, the only way your tattoo is going to be at its optimum and its prime after you've gotten tattooed is the aftercare. That is the most shittiest part of getting a tattoo. It's all fun and games when you're actually getting tattooed, whatever, I'm rebelling, whatever the case is, or however, or you're expressing yourself, however you want to interpret it, is up to you. But for me, it's an expression because I am an artist at the end of the day, and that tattoos are my way, my outlet. Well, aftercare, guys. First and foremost, your tattoo artist is gonna tell you that you need to always keep your tattoo moist. First of all, they're gonna tattoo you, then they're gonna wrap it in cling film, and then they'll say keep it on for 2 hours, then get home and wash it off just a bit slightly, and then apply bum cream. Bum cream is like panthen and just nappy rash cream basically, and that has worked best for me as well. And also with my thigh tattoo, they told me not to get it wet. With all my tattoos get basically, but if the guy who was doing my thigh tattoo was very emphatic of not getting it wet. So for a good 2 weeks until it was completely healed, for a good 2 weeks I didn't wash this leg, literally. It's a good thing I have a bath where I lived, so I didn't get wet at all, and I couldn't sleep on it. All the other ones are small, so they were never an issue, I mean, my arm I could even put over my head if I don't want to sleep on the stuff, but my thigh, because I sleep on my stomach, and I just wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sleeping on my tattoo, and I'd have to turn over and sleep on my back, which I absolutely hated. I don't even want to lie, that was the worst part ever, and I felt like I couldn't wash my leg, but obviously I'd wipe it over. But he said don't get it wet for more than a minute and quickly wipe it off. So it was a struggle, and then every 2 hours you have to apply bum cream. I'm just gonna say panthen, but you can use whatever bum cream works for you, because I was prescribed this other thing, but I won't mention it because it was only available at this game in the Eastern Cape. My friend tried to look for it in Joburg and couldn't find it. But panthen, every 2 hours your tattoo can't dry out. Then after about a week or two, depending on how big your tattoo is, it's gonna start scabbing, and it's gonna be itchy as fuck. Now imagine your thigh, or I'm just gonna make reference to my thigh tattoo, is itchy AF, and you can't itch. You can't pick at it. It needs to fall off for itself. And basically you can't itch. It is nuts, guys. It's absolutely nuts. I used to blow on it like a and take a fan, because I've got a hand fan, and literally so that it wouldn't itch, and then just tap it a bit, but never itch, because you're picking it away. It's essentially a sore. And then sometimes tattoos scab and sometimes they don't, because with the outline of my thigh tattoo, it didn't scab, and then 2 weeks later I went in and then he filled it, and then it started scabbing and peeling and everything. So after all of that is done, your tattoo is ready, and then you can show it off. But I show off my tattoos even though they aren't ready, because when I went to Durban, I showed off my thigh tattoo and it was peeling, but I just kept putting bum cream on it, and it was fine, But I'm happy all my tattoos, nothing got infected, everything was good. And I think you need to research it to tattoo artists, guys. Like, don't just go to people because they're cheap. Tattoos are expensive, guys, but it's an investment. I'm using that term very loosely, because you only do a tattoo and you're done. You're done. You're never again going to do a tattoo. Sometimes, depending on the quality of your of the ink used by a tattoo artist, you're gonna be due for a refill. Okay, English really bad, but you're gonna have to go get it redone, or whatever the case is. Like, I have to get this one redone. But it's worth it, I feel. In as far as how my folks felt about my tattoos, my mom was very nonchalant. She's like, oh. I know she wasn't applauding me for getting tattoos, but my mom was a person who was very much open to a person expressing themselves. So she was like, the first one I got it, I was still in varsity, and she's like, "You don't let him like tat." She's like, "Oh, okay. Can I tat?" Like, can I tat? She's like, "Oh, okay." And that was that. She never be like, "Well, now you are satanistic. Can I tat?" No, no, no. My mom was very religious, so she just let me be, you know, like type of back. Even if you're gonna go to hell, was I was born a type of thing. You're on your own, nigga, you know. So it was that type of thing. And then, in as far as me getting more tats, guys, like I said to you guys, I really want to stop at 4, but this clavicle is calling for some writing. I even have the designs for them, and then I don't know, guys. Don't know. The thing is, now I'm left with my aunt, and my aunt is very vocal because she even saw the one on my arm. She's like, "You don't let," and I'm like, "You tat like you? Why are you tattooing nonsense?" That's what she said to me. So now, if I have one on my clavicle here, um, I don't know, I'll see. But I just want 2 more, then I don't know. But guys, I promise you guys, if you're gonna get one tattoo, just know you're not gonna stop. There's no such thing as getting one tattoo. I was in denial about it's addictive. It's a very addictive, guys. It's a very, very, very addictive. And I think the one thing that makes it addictive, ne, is the fact that once they lift the pin up, once they lift the pin up, then the pain is over and you forget. Apparently, like that childbirth. That's why I understood how my mom got had 5 children. People have more than 5 children, you know. Because as soon as the baby's out, then my baby, you're in love. You forget the pain type of thing, you know. So basically, that is, I think that is it. Oh, and then in terms of placement, guys, the reason why I think I've placed my tattoos strategically. At the end of the day, I am a career woman, and as much as, yes, freedom of expression and so on and so forth is embedded or enshrined in our constitution, I don't want to be the girl who has a tattoo coming up her face or a full sleeve. I'd love a full sleeve, guys. I'd love. If I retire at 60, I probably will get a full sleeve. I quote me on this, and this video will be around for that long. But as a young professional woman, I don't see myself having tattoos places that are visible, because if I'm going for an interview, if I'm going to work, I can cover up my tattoos. So that's the reason why they are where they are. But if I want to be a freak on the weekend, bring out my thigh tats, wear my shorts, be pie, and be the person that I think I am, versus being a young professional lady. Anyway, guys, that is the end. That's all I have to share. But if you guys have any questions pertaining to tattooing or tattoos, I will answer you in my capacity, not as a professional, because obviously I'm not professional. This is just my personal experience. I really hope I was able to help you and impart some knowledge on you guys. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one.